Hello prime side lovers, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be making this beautiful lush milky creamy children's body wash, and even babies and kids and children with sensitive skin can use this. And trust me, this is not just a random body wash but also a standard product that you can push out to the market. It's also pH balanced and it lathers very well. First, I measured out my distilled water. I'll be using this water to dissolve my water-soluble ingredients. So first, here's my licorice powder. Licorice is a really nice powder that helps to brighten the skin. It can also reduce redness and inflammation that the kids may have. And then licorice is also an antioxidant that can help to block UV rays and sun damage. So I'm just going to be stirring this and waiting for it to fully dissolve. It may take some time, but just be patient and the powders are fully going to dissolve. Once the licorice is fully dissolved and you can no more see particles, I'm going to go in with my goat milk powder. If you find goat milk powder too expensive, you can go ahead to use your normal homemade milk in the house. Okay, so I'm going to be adding my goat milk powder, and this goat milk powder is really much in this recipe because that is the main ingredient of the recipe. And also goat's milk contains lactic acid, which is a potent exfoliator. It helps to brighten the skin. It helps to exfoliate dead skin cells out of the surface of the skin and thereby revealing new skin cells. It also helps to improve cell turnover, which will make you to have an even skin tone whether you like it or not. Goat's milk powder is also very rich and helps to soften the skin and also help to give the skin those healthy, rich kind of glow. Oh, this skin is not suffering. Yeah, so that's one good thing about goat's milk powder. Now, once the goat's milk is fully soluble in the water, I'm just going to go ahead with my formulation because I wouldn't want it to dissolve fully. It wouldn't dissolve more than this, and that's because milk does not contain only water. After this, I'm simply going to mix in my thickener, and here I'll be using my vegetable glycerin and I'll be using guar gum as my thickener. So I'm adding my guar gum into my vegetable glycerin and I'll dissolve this fully and completely and then set this aside. Also, ensure not to dissolve your guar gum in your water phase because it may not dissolve fully and it may take a long time to dissolve. So dissolve in your vegetable glycerin and set it aside to hydrate a bit before you incorporate into your formulation. I'll then take another bowl to mix in my surfactant. I'll be using a mix of two different surfactants. The first here is my Decyl glucoside, and I added some drops of honey into this, about 5 grams, just for a more richness and moisture. And the other surfactant I used here is my caprylic glucoside. I don't know if I pronounced that well, but at least the spelling is right here on your screen. They are both surfactants and they are very mild. They are one of the best used surfactants even in baby washes, shampoos and all that. If you check the big brands of the big baby product brands like Little Angels, the Johnsons and all that, you're gonna see all these ingredients on their ingredient label, so you're just in the right place. And if you're thinking it would be too hard for you to get the ingredients, we sell the ingredients. All you have to do is hit the description box, follow the link to chat us up on Instagram or on WhatsApp with the list of ingredients you want, and that's it. After this, I'll just go ahead to bring in my milk and licorice mix, and then I'll just add it into my surfactant. See how satisfying that is. After this, I'm just gonna mix this thoroughly and look at this creamy kind of look and texture. It is still running. Remember that we have not added our thickener, which is our mix of vegetable glycerin and guar gum. So after mixing this, I'm just gonna go ahead to add our remaining ingredients. Here I'm adding my essential oil, and I'm using tea tree essential oil here. Tea tree is really mild for kids, and it's a beautiful choice of essential oil in their skincare product. It helps to combat rashes, rough skin. It helps to combat redness, and also helps to give a smooth skin. And then I'm also going to go in with preservative. Here I'm using Geogard Preservative. Geogard is a broad spectrum preservative and is really recommended for children. I rather use it for children than to use Gemal Plus. Okay, then I went lastly with my milk and coconut fragrance. I used creamy coconuts and milk fragrance from Nature Garden here, because when choosing fragrances for sensitive skin, we have to opt for a good choice. And also I added a lot of fragrance, so I do not want it to be irritating on the skin. And then after this, I would have to add a moisturizing agent. So I'll be going in with lavender carrier oil just to add for a bit extra moisturizing. You can go in with melted shea butter if you want, and this will help to give the soap a bit more moisturizing feel while it's being used. Don't worry about separation because there's no emulsifier. It will definitely blend in because there is a thickener and also there is a surfactant. So then, not forgetting our thickener, I'm going to be adding our mix of vegetable glycerin and our guar gum. Note that this may not thicken instantly, so do not be in a hurry to add more and more and more. You would only get to see the total thickness the next day, that is after 24 hours. After mixing, I'm going to assist this mixing by using my immersion blender to stick blend this to bring out the beautiful creamy color. This color is not a permanent color. It's going to go back to its more creamy way, but it's still going to be more vibrant. So this is our milk body wash, and so I covered this up till the next day, and the next day it came back to this color. Actually, this is the original color, not that creamy one. But if you want to add any color of your choice, you can, but I didn't want to because it's a cream body wash and it may not be really portraying the creamy look if it's in another color. So that's why I decided to leave it in this color. If it was a strawberry wash, I'll definitely go with a pink mica pigment. Okay, so after this, I'll go ahead to check the pH of the soap, which is very important. That is when you should know whether a baby can use this or not. And checking this, see what I'm getting, and matching this strip on my pH paper, you see that our pH is about 10 or 11 or so, which is really too harsh for a baby skin or a child's skin. So we are not going to leave this soap this way. If you did not check your pH and you go ahead to bottle this up, you'll find out that this soap will start reacting on your baby's body, and you'll be saying, oh, Primeside said it's mild and it's for all skin type, and yeah, it's reacting. So you have to check your pH. I'll be going in with my 50% citric acid solution to reduce the pH to a more suitable pH for a body wash. I have a video on this channel on how I made my 50% citric acid solution. I will drop the link in the description box in case you want to make yours, and this is to reduce the pH of the soap. So I'll go ahead to check the pH again to see where it has come. Normally our supposed pH is supposed to be 5.5. that is the recommended pH for a baby's body wash. So testing on the strip again, I'm matching it against the pH paper, and here looking at the pH is now about 6, about 6, not 5.5. all right, so I'll add a little more until I get 5 or 5.5. to get the accurate measurement, you can use a pH meter or you can use a pH scale. So I'll be adding just a little more of my citric acid solution, and then I'll be checking again in my pH paper. Matching it against my pH strip, I got about 5, and it was just lying in the middle of 5 and 6, and I think that was just perfect. And when I checked this on with my pH meter, I got exactly 5.5. Okay, so I'm always using a pH paper so that for those of us who are making at home, we might just grab a pH paper, which is very much cheaper and very much easy to use. Okay, so that's that for my pH, and my soap is pH the balance right now, and babies can use this from their head to their toe, and kids can also use this. So I gave this another whip with my immersion blender because I love the creamy color that the blender gave before bottling. So do not expect your soap to remain in this color after some time. It's going to go back to that previous color I showed you. That's the original color, but I really want it to be in this color first. Let me be saying it like this, okay? Now I believe this video is helpful to you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that right away and give this video a thumb up. Remember, this is not the regular DIY videos you'll be meeting on other channels. I take my time to teach and I take my time to bring out these recipes out for you so that you can get grounded and you can make your own skincare for yourself and your family, and also to run a reputable brand. So we are not done here. We're going to go ahead to give this a ladder test so that you see whether it ladders or not. Okay, so let's get started. I'll get my bowl and my little sponge. So I'm adding a few drops of this soap onto my sponge, and then I'm adding a little water, and I couldn't even hold on to the ladder. It really ladders really mildly, and the bubbling is that kind of beautiful feeling bubbles. The bubble kept coming up as we stirred the mixture more. Okay, so it passed its ladder test, right? So in conclusion, this soap is actually the best body wash your baby can use because it is rich, it is creamy, it moisturizes, it helps to exfoliate the skin, it has a nice fragrance, and it lathers really well. Please don't forget to purchase ingredients from us as we make sure to go out to source for original ingredients that will be effective for your product. I would like to see you in my next video, and I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.